Hello, and welcome to My Xbox and Me, episode 61. I am one of your hosts, XoB Fixer, alongside the Scotsman himself, Ross Miller.
Hey.
What's going on with that hair today, mate?
But you don't like my new hairstyle?
You've been away for a couple of weeks, and the hair isn't looking good.
I've literally just got out of bed.
Why does that not surprise me? Heavy night drinking?
No, not at all.
Don't you lie to
No
me.
idea what you're talking about.
Don't you lie to me and the listeners. Don't you dare. How are things? We haven't spoken in a couple of weeks. We only had a few interactions on Facebook because I won't use Slack. How are things? What have you been up to? What have we missed?
Absolutely nothing at all. I have done zero.
Fair enough.
Boring life.
Did you have a good... I know it's probably, for people listening, probably like what it is. Did you have a good Christmas? Did you have a good New Year?
Yeah, my son Eben got an Xbox One.
Ah, lovely. I'm sure he was super happy then.
Oh, he was mega happy. So he doesn't leave his room now.
So is that a good thing or a bad thing?
No, I'm joking, actually. They plays it when they allow them to play it. Actually, kudos to Microsoft for their family settings.
Okay.
Because you can actually control like the times they're allowed to play games.
Okay.
So you can set it so that they're not playing games all the time, and you can track what they've played and you know, put funds in if they want to buy something, for example. The family stuff's really good.
See, this isn't a problem I have because I don't have stupid kids. And,
you just call my kids stupid?
No, not your kids. It's all kids.
All right.
I have nothing against your child. He's actually quite a nice child from what I've spoken to him. But other kids, they're all stupid. Can't handle them. Yeah. Cannot be dealing with them. I've got to be honest with you. This is our Game of the Year talk. It was meant to be last week, but some things come up, and we are doing it this week. So we haven't really got a normal show. But this episode of My Xbox and Me is brought to you by mcfix.co.uk and casty.com. I love how I change that depending on who's on the show now.
Yeah, it's quite nice.
Also, if you want audio early, you head over to patreon.com. Audio is $3, video is $4. And why would you not want to see the video? You see my beautiful face. Apart from that, let's hear from our boy Mike Lynch, and he says, yo, what is going on, guys? And the My Xbox and Me family. It's your favorite Dead Rising fan, Mike Lynch. Anyways, if you want to see Blu-ray pickups, video movie reviews, and game reviews, then my channel is the place to provide funny videos and of me yelling, and I don't play the ukulele. Anyways, back to usual scheduling. Thank you, Mike Lynch, for your support, of course. If you keep clicking, Ross, I'm going to knock you out.
Oh, sorry, can you hear that?
I'm going to kill you. I promise you that. I'm going to murder you.
Okay.
Won't even have a discussion anymore. You're going to die.
I was actually just looking up this year's releases to make sure that I had a full week.
Don't you worry. I've got you covered. I have show notes. You don't this week. Because like I said, it is pretty much a normal show. There's a little bit of news sprinkling at the end. But we'll talk about what's in your box first. What have you been playing over the last... You can go from the last 2 weeks because we haven't heard from you.
Yeah, Overcooked,
yes. Great game.
Yeah, absolutely great game. Surprisingly enough, Injustice, because it went backwards compatible.
Okay, yep. And the new one's coming out soon.
Yep. So
we just released the release date for that. I don't know what it is. If we had Crash here, it'd know 100%. But
I'm not really a fighting game type guy, so I was quite surprised how much I enjoyed Injustice.
Yeah, I'm not a DC guy at all. Don't care for DC characters. So I've always loved Marvel vs. Capcom, but I never got into any other fighting game. I used to love Mortal Kombat, the older ones, but as soon as you had to pay for finishers, I was like, nah, nah, I'm good, you know. Anything else?
Don't think so.
No?
That's the sort of main game. To be fair, Overcooked has dominated my Christmas. So
are you playing it single player or with
Watch Dogs 2?
Okay. Did you get it for Christmas?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Surprise.
What do you think of it?
It's all right. It's decent. It's a lot more fun than what I thought it was going to be. It's better than what I thought it was going to be.
So I'm still boycotting it. As we all know, you can check my Xbox achievements. You have not seen Watch Dogs on there because when I say something, I mean it. Apart from if it's about Resident Evil, because in that case,
I bought Batman Telltale. Remember, I promised I'd buy Batman Telltale.
Yeah, that was, how long ago was that?
A while ago, but it was on sale. So I bought that.
What do you think
I
about it?
haven't played it. I bought it.
You suck. Alright, let's keep it on things that you played. So you played Overcooked? Are you playing it single player or are you playing it with your missus?
I'm playing it with the missus, so the whole campaign and all the DLC completed with 3 stars with the missus.
How many rares did you have?
None.
You're a better look. That's how you know you guys have been together for a long time, and you get on all right. Because when me and Haley played that game, oh my god, the amount of rares we had, unbelievable. None. Yeah, I know.
I can see why people can have rares, but we're an efficient machine.
Yeah, see, me and Haley aren't. We're more of a. She shouts at me, then I shout at her, and I think I know best, but I think she really does know best because she loves the game. I love it as well. I think it's a great game, but too many Raz, so I had to stop playing that. All right, what have I been playing? I've been trying to get through this little game you may have heard of called Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah.
So, like I said, we are going to talk more about a list of games that come out this year that are on my list for Game of the Year. That is on there. And people are going to say, how can that be on there when you haven't finished the game? I'm on chapter 6, but I've put in 29 hours now.
Ooh.
And I'm absolutely loving the game. I think it's amazing. I was really worried about Final Fantasy 15 not being for new players. And it is. There is just something so satisfying about the combat. So satisfying. You haven't played
this game? I haven't. I need to buy it.
So good, man. Like I'm playing it very much like side quest. All I'm doing is a ton of side quests. I just got the achievement for I think it was 40 side quests. I think that's right. So I'm just like doing fishing and I'm doing all these other little bits and then I'm getting in the car and I enjoy the dialogue. The only person I hate in that game is Prompto. No, not Prompto, sorry. Ignis, the British guy. Absolutely hate his voice. Does my head in.
Just his voice.
He's so annoying. It's just like, oh, I've got a new recipe. And then it's like, oh, the roads are perilous at night. And it's just like, shut up, mate. I know. You've said it about 1,000 times. So it gets on my nerves a bit. Everybody else, I'm fine with. Prompto running around taking pictures, Gladius being the big boss man. I get it. And the main character's a bit dull as well. But I haven't really fully experienced the story, so I'll hold off on all my opinions of that. But that's what I've been playing. That's what I've been playing mainly. More Rainbow Six Siege every now and then. The problem I've had, I should be talking about what I've been playing on my dashboard this week, really, because I've had non-stop problems with my internet. So the internet's been fine, but I bought a new router. I bought a new wireless router, which I was thinking, oh, cool, I'll just plug it in, plug my Xbox in, it'd be fine. What happened was my NAT type went to moderate. So I rang them up. And they're like, cool, it's all good. All you got to do is port forward. We can do it for you. I was like, all right, cool. So let them remote on my laptop. They did it. Still didn't work. So I'm just like, all right. So I bought another router. Still moderate. Bought another router. I'm just like, do you know what? I've got to go back to the old way of doing it. So, yeah. I've got a whole complicated setup here. But, you know. It's been a pain.
That's one of the problems.
Oh, it sound like that. Do you know what it is? I think it's because I've got because we got 2 Xboxes as well.
Yeah.
I don't think that helps.
Probably not.
So yeah. Tons. But Ross, on this show, we now do topic of the show, which isn't going to be called topic of the show, but no one's emailed in with a better name. Also, shout out to Yami's in the chat. Thank you very much for watching, Yami. And the topic of the show, of course, is Game of the Year. So I've written down a list of games that I've played this year. Of the newest games, obviously. And I'm sure you can add to them if I've missed something that you haven't played. So, Final Fantasy 15.
Okay.
Forza Horizon 3.
Yeah.
Mafia 3. Jackbox Party Pack 3. Lots of threes. Overcooked. Dead Rising 4. Steep. Titanfall 2. Inside. Gears of War 4. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Manual Samuel. Recall. The Division. Doom, Quantum Break, FIFA 17.
Okay.
Is there anything on there that I've missed that you may have played?
Battlefield.
Okay, you played Battlefield 1.
Battlefield 1. Feel there is more than that, but it's escaped me. That's why I've brought up a list of games.
I think I hit most of the big ones this year. I tried to hit all of the shooters, but I just couldn't get. Once I'd done Call of Duty and Titanfall, I couldn't get to Battlefield. I'm probably missing out on such a great experience, which is frustrating. But I just didn't have it in me. Just didn't have it in me. Let me pull up your achievements and see if I can find if we missed anything. Okay. Let me ask you this: is your game of the year in that list? Is it on that list?
No.
Wait, hold up. Wait. You're not going to do what Joseph does to me and goes, well, my game of the year was actually a PS4 game. And I'm like, dude, shut the hell up. It's the Xbox podcast.
No, I'm not going to do that. No, but
right, I appreciate it.
This game only came to Xbox this year.
Okay. Interesting. All right. I think the way we should do this then is we'll talk about
Overwatch.
Yep, sorry. Overwatch fans, don't kill me. Just doesn't interest me.
Dishonored 2.
Yep. What else would be on there? I can't think of. I've got Dark Souls 3, just never got to it. Just never got to it. Deus Ex Mankind Divided, got it, but never got to it. There's a few that I missed, but my game of the year is on here. So your game of the year isn't on this list.
I believe so.
I'm confused of what it could be. I'm really.
What's the only game that I've played this year?
Jackbox Party Pack.
No.
Oh, Rocket League.
Yeah.
No, that came out last year.
No, it came out in February.
That does not count. I do not classify that as an Xbox game either. I don't even. When I think of Rocket League, I do not think of that as an Xbox game at all.
It's just for me not to pick a game that I've nearly put 1,000 hours into would be ridiculous if that wasn't my game of the year.
See, this is hard.
Okay, I'll pick something else other than Rocket League.
Well, no, because it come out this year.
It did come out this year.
You're right. You're 100. Do you know what? You've thrown a spanner in the works, Ross. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's my fault. I wasn't prepared. I wasn't ready for that answer. It did come out this year.
Mm-hmm.
It did come to Xbox this year.
Yep.
I just didn't think of it. Rocket League is just one of those games of like, I don't think of it like that. I just think of it as a game that I don't play it nowhere near as much as you because I don't understand how you can play that much of Rocket League. It's just every time I log on a Friday night, you are there with your squad, your crew, and you're all just smashing Rocket League. And I think to myself, how can you still be enjoying it? But you do. And so answer me that. How are you still enjoying it?
Because they've added enough variation throughout the year to make it worthwhile and keep on coming back. And it's only recently I've started getting into ranked.
Oh, so okay, yeah.
I never really touched rank. It was all just casual stuff. And now I've got that ranked bug. And me and Kevin Tarn.
Who's he? Never heard of him.
Dead guy. Me and him have started doing 2-on-2 ranked because we've realised we're actually quite good at the game. And we can take on these people. And that's just added a new level to that game for me. It's one of those games that you can't stop putting down. You know, it's addictive. You want to get better at it. There's definitely a learning curve, and every single time you play it, you learn something new or you do something different. It's probably the best football game that's ever been released.
Whatever.
No,
I'm not giving you that.
Because the reason why is football games are either scripted or you can only control it with the one player, so there's less tactics in it. Rocket League, if you play tactically, like as in if you've got a player that's down the wing and he plays the cross in and you're dropping it down somewhere for them to hit it in, or you're positioning, everything's taken into consideration. There's never been a football game like that.
there's more skill in Rocket League,
Yeah.
I'd say.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's the best football game.
And once you master flying fully, the game changes again.
Yeah, nah. Joe, I'm happy. I thought this would be a discussion that would be over in 2 seconds. So, your personal game of the year. I want to give some honorary mentions of my game of the year before I say my personal one. We'll do a personal one, then we'll discuss, and then we'll pick the podcast game of the year.
Right, okay.
Which I think is a smart way to go about it.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
For me, honorary mentions, Final Fantasy 15. Can't be my game of the year. I haven't finished it. I've put about 28, 29 hours into it. Love it. Already said combat, amazing. Another honorary mention, which I said to Crash actually about this, Jackbox Party Pack 3. Nah. That game I've spent a lot of hours with. It's brought me so much enjoyment. Made me new friends. It's got me new followers. It's just one of those games that is so much fun. And it's all on you, do you know what I mean? It's just sit down, banter. Quiplash. I like the murder mystery in the new one. There's people out there right now with a t-shirt that says MC Fixer needs Zygar and a picture of crying face because you can buy the t-shirts, can't you? Mm. People own those t-shirts.
I know.
Do you know what I mean? It's just that game brought such a energy around me that I'm just like, it's amazing. It's amazing. It's an amazing game. To bring all your friends together, even if they don't have an Xbox, come and play this. I played it New Year's Eve with my aunt and uncle and cousin, and they loved it as well. And it's just so that game, people don't look at that game and go, game of the year, obviously, because of what it is. But I don't want it to be forgotten about either. If you're looking to have a party, you need to have Jackbox there.
100%.
The one thing I will say is it's a total different experience when you're not streaming it, though. I feel like it is a game very much you need to stream. I've not played it yet without streaming it.
Right, okay.
Because I feel like a lot of my laughs a lot of my laughs come from reading the chat, commenting to your answers, or having a random person you've never met before in your game saying really inappropriate stuff. You're saying inappropriate stuff, but they'll take it to that next level where you'll go, oh, and that streaming it brings that element to it.
Yeah, Beam's going to be a big changer for that. Because
whatever. We'll see. Don't worry. I've got MC Fixer on Beam, but I do not see. For me, it's a case of anyone who's already started streaming, I don't see them moving from Twitch to Beam.
I do, because it's going to be Microsoft's platform of choice, and that's the one they're going to support and choose. So if you're streaming from your Xbox natively, that's what you would choose.
But no big streamer streams natively from their Xbox.
Yeah.
No disrespect, I know you do it and Scott does it and there's a couple of others. But anyone who kind of lives in that ecosystem doesn't stream from their Xbox.
But what I'm trying to say is the average Joe, the person that isn't out to earn money and all the rest of it, having and just play games like Jackbox. Beam would be an obvious choice because it's good, like little or no delay. Because the delay kills me.
See, I think it's one of those things. I get used to it. It's just it's about 30 seconds. You carry on with your time, and then it pops up, and then you answer, and then
Well, no, it's not. That's not. It's actually when you're playing Jackbox. So if I would log onto your stream, for example, the delay on what's on the screen.
Got ya. So you've got less time to answer and stuff like that.
Less time to answer. So that T-shirt game, sometimes I can't see the categories, for example, because of the delay.
See, I've got on the T-shirt game, that's the only one I still have the extended timer on. Because I feel like you need it with the drawing. Yeah. You need it. Shout out to Shouty31_. It's 3:30 in the morning over there. Okay. Thank you for joining us. Okay. Also, other honorary mentions, I would say I really enjoyed Titanfall 2. The campaign. It was quite good. It wasn't as good as everyone made out, but it did have my favorite level of the year by far, which is the time one was was absolutely, it blew me away. It really did. It's on my YouTube channel. You can watch me playing that. And I've watched myself back playing it. And I'm sitting there going, this is amazing. This is amazing. And that's just, it really, I don't care for time travel. That doesn't usually interest me at all. But the fact I can jump from time to time and kill things and then jump back out of the way so I don't die. And it was just, that level really did blow me away. Really, 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 really did. Not my game of the year, but it did blow me away. Did you get to play Titanfall then?
Yeah, I loved it. That level especially was fantastic. The very end sequence is great as well. Jumping from exploded building to exploding building.
Oh, yeah. I remember.
The game was a lot better than I expected, but as you said, that time level, you could make a game out of that. Literally, the thing about Titanfall was it added something and it took it away from you every single mission.
That's what I was expecting, to keep that time machine, and it's like, nope, see you later, it's gone. I'm like, bring it back. Yeah, I'd love a game. Not Joe, I wouldn't love a huge game like it. I think that could be overkill, but a 2-hour story-driven time travel with that element, I'd love it. Absolutely love it. Or you know what that would be perfect in? What? A walking simulator.
Yeah.
Oh, so imagine Gone Home, which I haven't had the chance to play, but I've seen people play, of Gone Home, but you're jumping from time periods, and a click of a button. That would be really cool.
That would be really cool.
You know what? You can have that one for free. Developers, that's yours. I'm going to let you have it. You're welcome. Next on this list is Inside, which could or could not be my game of the year, but I had a very unique situation plan Inside because I played it streaming it again, but I feel like that only added to my experience because I think I wouldn't have finished the game otherwise. I bought it when it was on sale and I was streaming playing it, and I didn't get help from the Twitch chat, but I got hints. So I had a couple of people in there that have already finished it and stuff, which was perfect for me. And I would ask him to tell me what to do, but they wouldn't tell me. They would just be like, really think about it. And every time you finish a puzzle in that game, you feel like a boss. You just feel amazing. You really, really do. I know I did anyway. It was a case of, I felt like a genius. I really did, because I don't like puzzle games either. But you do. After every puzzle, you think, I'm so smart. And it's like, I'm not really that smart because my Twitch chat had to like give me a couple of hints as well. But I didn't get the true ending. And the one thing I have a gripe about the game is the ending. I don't like games where the ending's open for interpretation.
Right.
I think.
Well, I'm going to blow your mind.
Hit me.
Okay. You weren't heading away, you were heading in. Okay.
Yeah.
So you weren't escaping from anything, you were heading into something?
No, yeah.
Yeah, so going inside. Secondly, there's a diorama in it that shows, see the very last picture of the game, like the very last scene?
Yeah.
That's in the game.
Oh, whereabouts? At the start or something?
No, in the diorama towards the end of the game. I'll send you a link.
Oh, okay. That's
so
interesting.
You're being controlled the whole way.
There's like I say, there's too much open interpretation for me. But the one thing I will say is the game is gorgeous. The game played amazing. The puzzles were fun and not too hard and not too draining and wasn't too much on my head, which was nice. It was a short, condensed. Everything had a purpose in that game. And that's why it's on this list. And where are we? I've got two more. One of them was Quantum Break. I don't think people should sleep on Quantum Break. It was an amazing Xbox exclusive. It had a great tie-in. The TV aspect and the game aspect was perfect. Again, the only problem for me with that game is the end boss, which was terrible. The worst end boss I've probably played in a number of years. But yeah, okay. It's the second worst. You're right. I remember finishing that game going, really? After such a spectacular game as well, and that ending. But again, Quantum Break, the TV aspect, I liked. Some people said that it felt cheap. I didn't think it did feel cheap. I liked it. I liked the fact that after each chapter, I sat down for half an hour and just watch the TV show that added more to my experience. I thought that was a cool idea. So shout out to Remedy. I think I love Remedy games. I think that's what I've come to the conclusion of. Remedy is just amazing. Yeah, so that's that. And last but not least, a game called Gears of War 4.
What's that about?
It's about these Gears of War 4 was a game that I was super hyped about. And then as it got closer, I was getting worried about it. And I do have gripes with the game, don't get me wrong. Not so much story-wise, though. And this is the game that I paid £80 for to get it 4 days early in the season pass. And that is the one gripe I have about it. You shouldn't let people get a game early for paying. That I had to do it because of streaming-wise, and I bought into other people's, like, all my friends were getting it, so I had to get it. I couldn't be the only one not playing Gears of War 4. So that frustrated me. But the story of the game did everything I wanted. Literally everything I wanted. It furthered the story along. It brought back memorable characters in a way that wasn't cheap or cheesy or annoying. It was just everything I really wanted. And it set up well for the next game. And it was just so much fun. It was so nice being back in that world. The new weapons are cool. The new characters were cool. It was just everything that I wanted out of a Gears of War game after that much time away.
Yeah.
What did you think of it in the end?
Obviously, I enjoyed it.
Okay.
There is the first game of a new trilogy is always going to be hard because they did rely a lot on Marcus. In a way, I sort of wish Marcus wasn't in it as much as he was.
I think they did no spoilers, but I think they did a good job of when he disappears, the characters do come together a bit more then.
Yeah.
I feel like they needed him in this game. I'm not sure if they need him in the next game.
No, it's maybe a good introduction to the characters. And when certain other people turn up towards the end with their big toys, it's almost like, you can't handle this by yourselves. We've got to call in the reliable.
So why weren't they there from the first place?
Yeah, sort of like, this could have been a lot easier if you'd just given us them at the beginning. But like,
exactly.
It's a good game. Some of the boss fights are good. Well, I'm just going to say Brewmark. I know it's not. It's got a different name, but we'll just say the Brewmark experience in it is pretty good. The twist at the ending is a phenomenal one I did not see coming.
Yep, me too.
And as you said, they've left it open with good characters. I do like the new characters.
Yeah, so do I.
So I'll be interested to see what happens with them.
I'm interested to see where they go. I don't think they did a perfect job with all of the new characters, and I've said that before, but I'm interested and I do care enough to see where it goes.
Also, they killed off Anya, which I'm not happy about.
Spoiler?
It's not really.
Yeah, that was. Do you know what? I missed the the graveyard scene.
Yeah,
you can go. I missed that. I didn't do that in the first time.
Oh.
So I didn't find out about that until later, which was strange. But yeah, I missed it. So my personal game of the year for this year is Gears of War 4. And like I say, it does have its problems where not in the story aspect though. For me, the multiplayer didn't hold my attention nowhere near as long as I thought it would. Kresh always said to me that the Gears of War community sucks. And I was like, no, I think it's going to be all right this time. No. The Gears of War community sucks.
Yeah, it does. I 100% agree with that.
The way I base that is, if you look at a Twitch game and you see how high it ranks every day, and that game was high, boom. Now, anybody can stream that game and be in the top 10. Do you know what I mean? There's like 10 people streaming it now. The multiplayer aspect of the game, I was expecting to really get back into it, to really want to grind to get to the level cap and grind for the packs, which the packs were stupid in my opinion.
You know, you've got a big bunch of packs waiting for you today.
Have I?
Yeah, the season 2, so the season pass gets you a big bunch of packs today.
Too late. Honestly, the new maps, they just brought back old maps, which I hate that. Everybody else loved it, but I really hate that.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah, I'm sure. But that really annoys me, because I didn't like either of those two maps either. But yeah, the multiplayer side of things, not it didn't hold my attention like I wish it would. But the single player was just that good to me, and that good and that much fun that I think that I know it's my game of the year. It was very close between that and Inside for me.
Okay.
Now,
I'm going to say the one that I was quite close and was almost my number one pick would have been Hitman.
Hitman. I've heard great things. I've heard great things. So you've got it all now, right? The complete edition's out now, so you've got it all.
Mm-hmm.
So that is close to your number one.
Almost there, yeah.
Interesting. So Rocket League, Hitman, and for me it would be Gears of War, Inside.
You would think it would be the other way around somehow.
You would have thought. You would have thought. So how are we going to do this? The podcast is an Xbox podcast, and I feel like
we should set a special shout out for Forza Horizon 3 then? Because
of course,
it is a master driving game. It's perfection by all manner of words. It's just because driving games aren't my favourite games.
Yeah, Kevin Tarney totally effed me over with that game because he was like, "Yeah, I'm getting it day one." Yada. I bought it, waited for him to play multiplayer. I haven't seen him since. And that's the only reason why I bought the game. So me and Proper BO tried to play it the other day, but my internet was messing up, so we couldn't get into it. But I do want to go back and play that. That's definitely a game I want to get back.
Yeah. The
exclusives this year, and we're going to talk about this in a little bit. The exclusives this year I thought were good. I thought we had Gears of War, we had Forza Horizon, we had Quantum Break, we had think about what's on this list. Recall, which I didn't like. We had Inside for like a whole 2 weeks. On my list, we had Manual Samuel, which is a Xbox exclusive at the moment. Dead Rising 4, which I think if you go in with the right expectations, that game's a lot of fun. There was some good exclusives this year. So overall, Xbox exclusive, what would you say was the best?
Forza Horizon.
Why can't you just say Gears of War so this is easy and we give it to Gears of War?
You think it would be my first choice, wouldn't you? But
I really would, yeah.
You're
a strange gamer, though. That's what I've learned. Throughout the year we've been doing this, me and you don't game together.
No.
Like I thought we would. I really thought me and you at some point would just be like, we're gaming together. And we're just done.
No.
We just do not match up in our time, the way we play games and the time we play games either.
Yeah.
Which is really, really, really strange.
I know, I'm funny. I'm a sort of end of night when everyone's gone to bed. I'll sit down and put a good solid couple of hours in.
Yeah. And I'm like, dude, I'm in bed. Like, no, there's no chance. There's no chance. But that's a lot of people. A lot of people are awake at night time to play games. Well, you know what? I'm not going to argue over it. I'm going to give it to Gears of War. Okay. You could give it to Forza. But when I post it on Twitter, it will say Gears of War. If Joseph was here, he'd agree with me. If we got every host on, so Moody, Crash, Mackie, Joseph, who else has been on? Am I forgetting anyone? I feel like I'm forgetting someone. I guess that Tarney, yeah, he's dead. Tarney, and then I guess Dave's been on. He did the E3 stuff with us.
Yeah, pretty true.
I would be interested to see what they all said between Forza Horizon and Gears of War.
They would agree with me because I'd just block them otherwise.
Good point. Russ, we'll move on to the news.
Yeah.
And we have a bit of sad news, but we're talking about Xbox exclusives, and Microsoft confirmed that Scalebound's been cancelled, which absolutely sucks. Absolutely sucks. I hate losing exclusives because I just don't think there's enough of them around as it is. The statement says, a Microsoft representative provided the following statement to IGN. After careful deliberation, Microsoft Studios has come to the decision to end production on Scalebound. We're working hard to deliver an amazing lineup of games for our fans this year, including Halo Wars 2, Crackdown 3, State of Decay, Sea of Thieves, and other great experiences. Obviously, Platinum have come out and said that they're sorry about the game being cancelled. The lead said he had to take time off for his mental health. This is a sad, sad story. And Platinum haven't been at their best for a while, in my opinion. Some of their games are terrible. And you know what? The only reason I look out for Platinum was because we did some E3 coverage for Outer Lives maybe 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And Scott was the one sitting there going, Platinum have never made a bad game. Platinum have never made a bad game. And I was just like, all right, Scott, if you say so. And at the time, in his opinion, they may not have. But now they have just fell off so bad.
See, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles has been delisted.
Yeah, we reported that last week. We spoke about that last week. And that was just like, really? Really? Like, what is going on with that?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just sad. It is a sad story. I'm sure we'll talk about it more because I can just imagine more and more and more coming out over the next coming weeks. But it's a sad time. Excuse me. Deus Ex Mankind Divided, free DLC now available. I'm not going to go through it, but I am going to try and get to that game. Have you got it at all? Or is that not a game that you've got it but not played it as well? Same as me?
Played it, yeah.
Yeah, same.
Exactly the same. I haven't played through it, so it's just sitting there.
Yeah. I need to get through. I need to stop. I need to stop getting distracted with Siege and Final Fantasy. As much as I love Final Fantasy, but I need to try and get through some of these games. Another game that I did play, and you might hate me for this, I'm sure the audience will. I tried Mass Effect 2 out for the first time.
I don't like Mass Effect.
I don't like it either. Do not like Mass Effect one bit. So, yeah, that. I'll be moving on to BioShock next, so you can all hate me for that one if I don't like that.
Can I just double check something? You like Dragon's Age Inquisition, didn't you?
I played about 2-3 hours. It was
because essentially the same game in a different setting.
Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah.
Nothing special. Moody wanted me to play it at some point, I think. So I downloaded it when it was on the EA Access. But yeah, no, not for me. Not for me. New Gears of War 4 update. Combat Quitters. Gears of War Title Update 3 is becoming available today. Here are the patch notes. Players leaving early from core or competitive gameplay will now be suspended from a match. Players can rejoin core/competitive within 5 minutes. Rejoining a competitive match will remove your suspension time. Blah, 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 blah. And they've improved spectator mode. For me, this is all well and good, but it's all way too late. If you want a lively community like that, you need to have that all within the first month. And they just didn't have it ready. They just didn't have it ready, which makes me super, super sad.
Horde mode's class.
Horde mode's amazing. We didn't talk about Horde mode. Horde mode is amazing, but not enough there to keep me entertained. I thought there was going to be enough there, so I wanted to level up all the characters. And leveling up the characters takes a long time as well, that's a grind as well. So just not in the mood for the grind. And last but not least, Mass Effect Andromeda HDR support confirmed. Well, Ross, that is another episode. This has been another week of my Xbox and me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, if you want to get the audio early, head over to patreon.com/mcfixer. Audio $3, video $4. If you want to support Ross, you go start a podcast and use castly.com. Ross, will we be seeing you again around soon? Or are you taking a hiatus? What's the plans? Do we know?
If people wonder where I've been, I've actually not been very well the last few weeks. Yeah. So thanks for the sort of kind messages I got from people and things like that. So I've just got to play it via ear, what I can and can't do. So hopefully I can be back soon. But as I said, I've not been too well. So apologies for not being about. Cool.
That's all I wanted to let the audience know. Do you want to plug anything before you leave?
Absolutely nothing apart from your butthole.
Oh, there's no need for that, mate. No need for that. Okay, until next time, guys, I will love you, leave you, and I will see you all later. Thank you for supporting the podcast. Love you. Don't take your top off.